Oh my gosh, what more can I say about this episode of One Piece? First off, the world building of One Piece is an element that I can absolutely enjoy. So, we start off with the episode with the reveal last week that Nekomashi and Yarashi, well, Nekomashi says we're looking for the assistance of a certain someone, Marco the Phoenix, or the Whitebeard Pirates. Now, we come to find out a lot of information. This episode contains one of the best elements of One Piece. That's the world building. And Marco's been discussed, and Nekomashi kind of says we kind of know where to look for him. And according to Robin said, there's a battle between Marco and the remaining members of the Whitebeard Pirates going up against Marshall D, Teach, Blackbeard, and the rest of the Blackbeard Pirates. And it ended with, it was a full-scale battle, but it ended badly for Marco. Like, Blackbeard just straight up demolished Marco, which is nuts considering the fact that Marco has one of the strongest devil fruit, well, in terms of heal abilities, and it's one of the best out there. It's not a joke. So the fact that Blackbeard was able to take care of Marco, like, Robin just straight up he destroyed Marco. So that's nuts. I mean, the Blackbeard hype right now is off the page. I don't know what's going to happen against Dragon when that happens, but I'll tell you this, and that's nuts. And according to what now, and that's how Blackbeard became one of the four emperors by taking down Marco and the rest of the Whitebeard Pirates. But they're still alive, so we can't. This Nekomashi kind of says we know where to look for them. So that implies two. I think personally, that implies that obviously Marco's somewhere in the New World, and I think he's being covered by Redhead Shanks, because remember, Law said it back in Punk Hazard, the way to survive the New World is you either try and take a Yonko down or you align yourself with one. So that would make sense. And Shanks kind of knows Marco anyway, so that would make perfect sense. But that's just my assumption. I don't know if that's what's to happen. But I hate to say I told you so, but this pretty much confirms there's a crew separation. In this episode, I know it sucks. I know a lot of people didn't want it to happen, especially in the anime. But like I said before, the crew's not together anyway. And in this episode, you can kind of Luffy said we'll split up and meet back on Wano. There was no point in saying that if there's going to be no crew separation. So let's break down the teams. You have the team that's going to search for Marco, led by Nekomamushi and some of the Minks. The team going to Whole Cake Island. Team, I guess, go to Whole Cake Island. You have Luffy, you have Nami. Nami kind of said, "Oh, I'm going with you because I kind of feel responsible, but you also need to navigate to get you to where you need to be." This came Chopper's going with him because you need a doctor, and so Pecos needs healing up. And Brooke says, "Oh, you need a musician." That's bullshit because you know something about the instruments, Brooke. So you're coming too. But they just keep giving bullshit reasons for going. But Nami was kind of like, Brooke kind of says, "Oh, I feel responsible too." So there, and honestly, it's funny because the characters that didn't get featured in Dressrosa are now getting the spotlight to go to Whole Cake Island alongside Luffy. So that's cool. But Team Wano, you consist of Zoro, Robin, Usopp, Frankie, and by default, Zoro automatically takes command of the Straw Hats to head into Wano. Law says he's going to head down with the rest of the Heart Pirates to Wano. The rest of the Wano Kuni boys are going too. The thing of this episode was we kind of knew that Jack was going to launch an attack. That was obvious. But the way it seems like his explanation was the reason it has so much effectiveness is because Zunisha has been alive for a millennium or 1,000 years. So obviously it won't be as durable as it used to be, which is kind of complete bullshit. If you're a manga reader, you kind of know what to expect. But if you're anime watch it, so oh, this is not looking very good. Well, I can tell you this: if you noticed in the preview, it's going to be Mammoth versus big ass Mammoth. So shout out if you saw that one coming. But that being said, and I did appreciate the fact that in this episode it kind of revealed also Zunisha's voice. So it kind of revealed that I guess it's a male elephant because I don't know why a lot of people was assuming it's a her, but we do get clarification because there's definitely a male voice actor, so that's something I appreciated. But no, Jack launches the attack. Everybody's going nuts because it's causing an earthquake up on Zoe. Everybody's trying to grab a foothold, and at one point it was kind of cute because Nami's like kind of holding on to Luffy. Speaking of which, she straight up tells Luffy, "Yeah, yo, I'm going with you to Whole Cake Island to go get Sanji now." Because, and it's funny because Luffy says, "I'm going to go get Sanji," but he keeps putting it off. Even in this episode, says, but he never leaves. So, well, it's like Nami when he's asked, when she's telling him, "I'm coming with you to save Sanji," which is that was to me it was obvious anyway. Even in the manga, that was going to happen. And plus, she has the Beaver card to go that Lola gave us, so that could come in handy too. So plus, when she's telling Luffy that she's actually holding Luffy up at her breast, so I thought that was interesting. And when she's going crazy because the island's going back and forth with the earthquakes, she's like holding onto Luffy's head, like it's being stretched back, and Nami's just grabbing onto Luffy's neck. So that was funny. Oh, shout out to Luffy and Nami. But also that means Frankie and Robin going together. Fuck that shit. I hate it, even though I know it's gonna happen. But fuck it, I don't like it. But no, you get the you take the bad and you take the good. So I guess Luffy going Nami, that's cool. Obviously, the characters that didn't go to Dressrosa are going to get the spotlight, so that's cool as well. And it definitely seems like there's going to be an all-scale war with the Vince Smokes and with Big Mom. And I don't know what's going to happen there, but I have some idea because of the manga. But yeah, when it comes to the anime, there's no telling. But I tell you, and Robin says to Luffy, "Can you make a copy of the poneglyph?" Yeah, like sure. How's Luffy going to do that? So how's he going to write this on the poneglyph? But yeah, and Robin says, "I'm going to locate the one in Wano, was in possession of Kaido." So obviously one of the most important things of this episode, because Luffy hears the voice, Momonosuke hears the voice, and that's pretty much how the episode ends. It's like, oh, and the final thing it says is like, "Command me." So it's like command Tsunisha to do what? Fight back. So I'm assuming that's what's going to happen. If you notice the preview, that scene with the trunk, oh shit, I can't wait for that. But did you just catch a glimpse of Jack's look? Yeah, it's not going to end badly for Mammoth Mammoth Boys. I can tell you that much. But that being said, what a freaking amazing episode of One Piece. Honestly, even though in the manga it was the previous episode and this episode was pretty much one chapter, I still appreciate this episode a whole lot more. The crew separation is happening. You got Team Wano, you have Team Whole Cake Island, and then you have Team Marco, led by Neko Mushi and some of them meet pirates. But that's it from me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think down below. If you're anime only, what you think about this. Crew separation is happening, so I guess there's only thing left to do is deal with it. And then it kind of refers what I said in my discussion earlier in the year. I should say earlier in the month. 5 episodes max left in this arc, and we're already at 3. And Jack's launched his attack. It looks like next week is going to be a resolve, and after that, we're probably going to get the official separation. So I can't wait for that. But that's again, like this video if you did, appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I'll catch you guys for more One Piece.